and we got it. So we're good.
Two ball guys and they're talking about hockey. Two ball guys and they're talking about hockey. Two ball guys and they're talking about hockey. Two ball guys talking about hockey. Two ball guys and they're 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 talking about hockey. And they're bald. And there's hockey. Hockey.
Intro, take two.
We just said the smartest thing that we've ever said on this show, but it wasn't recorded. Unfortunately, you guys didn't see it.
Well, maybe just the almost as smart as the one show we did with JL that
Yeah.
never got posted. But yeah,
Yep.
oops.
So
For
sorry.
some reason, we didn't go live. I think I was
And
too
we
ready.
can't remember what we said, but it was really smart and it was like really good information.
Genius. Genius.
Genius.
So, well, that's a wrap for today's show. Okay. Yeah. Let me make sure we're running live here. There we go. Okay. So we are actually running live here. Good. Good.
I'm watching the goalie fight between Vasilevsky and Swayman. And
when was that?
Just
Like,
right now, just tonight at the stadium game in Tampa. Tampa's become a goon squad, eh?
Yeah, and I think I know with Florida, they've just effing had it.
Yeah.
So
And Vasilevsky just fed Swayman his lunch.
Oh yeah?
Yes. So bad decision, because even though Swayman is like big, Vasilevsky's huge.
My wife will be very happy. She loves goalie fights. So her father was a goalie back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
When you couldn't make backwards pass and the goalies couldn't go down on the ice.
I'm not going to answer that because that might actually be the case. The offside rule was not existent or something like.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Zamponi was a shovel.
Exactly. A guy pushing a garbage pail with a shovel.
Okay, so we are talking Olympic hockey tonight, Jeff.
Yes, we are. We've been talking about Olympic hockey for about a month and a half now.
Oh yeah. Well, I wanted to do it on the last show, and you actually said no. Let's wait, and so we waited.
Yeah.
And good call.
Yeah, the Olympics are starting now, so it's the right time.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start off with the rosters.
Yes.
And because we wanted to talk about the snubs when they happen, and we didn't do a show on that, but maybe we can talk briefly about the main guys that were snubbed. And I think we're going to mostly just talk about Canada and the U.S. Like I really don't care if France snubbed somebody or even Sweden, Finland. I think mostly we'll just be discussing the U.S. and Canada for this.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about U.S. About Finland, Sweden, but the rest of the teams, we're wasting our time.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so here is the rosters for the teams as per the IOC site. We don't need to talk about my wife shutting the door because apparently we're talking too loud.
Yes, I understand. I agree. You're talking too loud.
Okay, so we're just going to skip down to the bottom here where it's the U.S. And we'll talk about the U.S. snubs first for our American League members.
Listeners.
Yes. Or viewers.
Or viewers.
Okay, so the main snub two snub. Well, there's three, but I would argue early there's only two.
If you listen to Hab fans, there's like one major snub.
And I can see the argument there for that snub. But Adam Fox, there's the argument he should be on the team. And Cole Caulfield or Jason Robertson.
So to me, Robertson should be there for sure. Like Jason Robertson should be there, and I don't think JT Miller should be there.
Yeah, I think we both agree that JT Miller should be the guy that's removed. I think we just disagree on. I think it should be Caulfield, but Jason Robertson I love as well. You could talk me into either guy, to be honest.
So Cole Caulfield, as I said before, if he doesn't score goals, you like what does he do? But he's been scoring a lot of goals this year. So, but who do you take out? So, like
assuming
Killer?
you had your way, and JT Miller was removed for Jason Robertson, which is I'm fine with. I don't know that I could take out any of the guys and replace them with Cole Caulfield.
So Clayton Keller, you take him out, or do you leave him in?
I leave him in.
Because people in Utah just swear by that guy. I don't see him play very often, but according to everybody in Utah, he is the straw that stirs the drink and for the Mountain. So to me, it's Jason Robertson over JT Miller all day long. And then after that, I don't know if Caulfield has a spot on this roster.
Well, and that's for the role that Caulfield would play. Like Trocheck? Yeah, no, I think I still want Trocheck. Like it's really
but
tough.
But Caulfield, Trocheck, and Caulfield don't play the same role. It would be Kyle Connor or Jake Gensel.
And I'm going to take Jake Gensel every day.
And Kyle Connor every day above
Caulfield. And that is from two people that actually, me, I will like Caulfield more because you don't like him because he's a short guy. But other than being short,
I don't like him. I think he's really good. He's just, if he doesn't score goals, what does he do for your team? And I think that Kyle Connor and Gunzel play like they do a lot more, in my opinion.
So yeah, I think that I think we agree that JT Miller is the guy that shouldn't be on this team.
Yeah.
And we can.
And I think we need to talk about Lane Hudson, because that's the guy I think that the Montreal Canadiens fans are just in uproar about. They're about to riot in the streets of Montreal.
Okay, but I would say to the Montreal Canadiens fans, what Lane Hudson is one of the most dynamic puck movers and skaters in the NHL.
I agree.
Honestly. But you literally have to close your eyes sometimes when he's in his own zone. And I think maybe Montreal Canadiens fans, that's when they go for their beer. Because they just don't see.
But they don't see the things he does wrong. They only see the things that he does well. So and
you can't put a defenseman like that on a team who can't play in his own zone.
So you can't put Quinn Hughes and Lane Hudson on the same team, because one of them has got to be the number one power play guy. So which one is it? Is it Quinn Hughes or Lane Hudson?
Well, it's Quinn Hughes. Like the U.S. hockey got it right here. And again, I love watching Lane Hudson with the puck. I love watching him with the puck. But sometimes it is cringeworthy watching him in his own zone. Like there was one play earlier this year that I'm just remembering where I can't remember who they were playing, but Quinn or Lane Hudson broke his stick or something and tried to engage physically with one of the defenders in front of the net and was absolutely useless. And the team, they hit the post. Puck gets into Montreal's possession. Hudson picks up his stick, skates down the ice, and passes the puck brilliantly to one of his teammates who scores an amazing goal. And I posted in our chat with our resident Habs fan. Like, that is Lane Hudson to a T.
Yep.
Like, he cannot defend. He cannot defend well. He can't defend well. But God damn, he's amazing when he has the puck and the things he can do. Like, but you can't put him on this team over Quinn Hughes.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
There's not a defenseman I take off
No,
over him.
I don't think that you put him over Quinn Hughes, and if you don't put him over Quinn Hughes, then he doesn't belong on the team because you can't have both of them there.
And well, you're up 1-0 in the late in the third period. You ain't sticking Lane Hudson over the boards.
No, you're sticking to the bench.
Yeah.
You put Velcro on his ass in the bench, and you ain't leaving.
Here, hold this box of popcorn, Lane. Have a good seat.
Go
Like,
tape some
it's
hockey
just-
sticks.
Yeah. So I hear you. I hear you. He's an amazing player. I hear you, Habs fans, but I mean, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. So, and I mean, same thing with Adam Fox, right? Like, we don't need to talk about Adam
But
Fox.
Adam
too
Fox
much
has
here.
been awful this year, right?
Oh, he has.
There's a reason the Rangers are not very good. Adam Fox has not been playing well, and he's hurt right now. I don't know for how long, but he's hurt.
Well, I wouldn't have picked him when they selected the team.
Yeah.
So Adam Fox was a non-starter for me. I think the only debate with the U.S. was JT Miller versus either Robertson or Caulfield.
Yeah, and to me, it's Robertson over Miller and Caulfield.
Okay.
Can we look at
Okay.
the goalies quickly?
Sure. Ottinger, Hellebuck, and Swayman.
Best. Well, I think it's top chair goaltending there.
Oh, if they win, it's going to be off of their goaltending,
Like,
which I think is better than Canada's.
yeah, I agree.
So, and probably the best definitely the best in the tournament. Not probably, definitely the best in the tournament.
Sweden has pretty good, but the top end is much better. Hellebuck is much better than everybody else Sweden has.
Yeah.
So
okay, so Canada.
The only thing is Hellebuck has not been able to deliver in the playoffs
or in the World Cup.
Or in the World Cup. So he hasn't been able to deliver in big games so far. Doesn't mean he can't. He just hasn't won at this point.
Okay, can I move to Canada now?
Yes, you can. Sorry, I'm going to
There
stop
we go.
interrupting.
No, that's okay. Let's talk Canada's goaltending since you
Yes.
talked goaltending. I still can't believe they picked Binnington, and I don't care what he did at the World Cup. He's been god awful this year.
He has been god awful this year, but all the Binnington truthers, if that's the word,
It is now.
it is now. They're like, he's won a cup. He was awesome when it mattered for St. Louis, and he was awesome for Team Canada when it mattered. So let's hope that he's a guy that you can turn on the switch and just say, okay, let's go.
I hope so, because I know they're going to start him at some, like, they're going to start him.
So
because that's what Canada does.
Who do you pick if they don't start him?
I'd probably put Thompson in that.
Yeah, I agree. I hope Darcy Kemper, I think was just a fluke when he was in Washington and they won the cup, but he's just been average since then. So, and
I would
Thompson has been really good.
I look at Binnington as the third goalie here, and he's only there if something happens to the other two guys. If I was the GM or coach, but I know that Canada will probably he'll probably be in that game one.
Yeah.
And it's reminding me of how Brodeur, the Olympics back when Brodeur ended up getting the starting job over, I forget who it was.
Joseph. Curtis Joseph.
Because he bombed
played the first game
and never played again.
No.
They lost to Sweden, I think it was, in that first game.
Yeah.
Sweden or Finland? I think it was Sweden.
I think it was Sweden.
Okay, so the snubs, which I want to have this conversation. I can't get past Sam Bennett not being on this team.
I agree.
And I think you and I will disagree on who I think should be taken out.
We do disagree.
I think it's got to be Tom Wilson.
And I think it's got to be Anthony Cirelli.
Okay. And I have my one bit of proof I want to use to point out as to why Tom Wilson should be suspended. It takes 11 seconds.
Okay. You use videos. You use a video, I'll use words after. So
there it is. Boom.
And I'm going to counteract that. The reason why you want him there is because he can do that. But I think he's going to be able to dial it back a little bit, and to the point where he's still going to be a menace, and he's still going to be like, guys, when he's on the ice, the defensemen are going to be nervous. They're going to be rushing. It's going to create mistakes because they're going to see when he's coming on the ice, is he coming around the corner when I have the puck? So that's the part of the Tom Wilson, and I will counteract.
Except he'll be suspended for one game or 2 games or the tournament because he did that I just pointed out in the video.
We'll see.
And I say this, I would love, as an Ottawa Senators fan, if he was wearing a Sens jersey, I'd be so happy because that is that's a great thing to have in the NHL, what he does.
Yep.
But
I still
think in the Olympic ice hockey tournament,
I still think he's gonna make guys just nervous enough that they're gonna make a mistake and could lead to a goal. So I love what he brings. I think as you said, we agree Anthony Cirelli's the guy that shouldn't be there for you, or
I think it's Tom Wilson needs to come out.
Oh, and I think Tom Wilson.
I love Tom Wilson. Okay. I love Tom Wilson. But for this team, I want Sam Bennett for what Sam Bennett does a lot of the same shit.
Yeah.
I just don't think Sam Bennett's gonna lay out some French hockey player and end up getting suspended. And I just see Tom Wilson getting suspended.
So we agree on the player. We just agree who to take out. And for me, it's Anthony Cirelli. Because Cirelli and Bennett bring the same thing, but Bennett is a Connie Smythe Trophy winner. He, the way he played last year, it was amazing. And Anthony Cirelli is a good player. I'm not saying he's not. But at this time, for this tournament, Sam Bennett should be on Team Canada.
Oh, there's probably 5 guys I'd take off this team to make a spot for Sam Bennett. He won the freaking Conn Smythe.
Yep. And it was well deserved. Absolutely well deserved.
I just can't. He has to be on this team, and I don't. I understand why Canada has picked the team that they have, and why the U.S. picked the team they have. I just think that it's, you got to have that guy.
Mhm.
If it's the gold medal game, Canada versus the U.S., I want Sam Bennett in that game.
I agree. I agree. Totally. Totally 100%.
Yeah. Well, the
So
Canada and U.S.'s mistake in all of this is they're prep their team exactly to play Canada versus the U.S.
each other in the finals.
Yeah, like they have put together a team that they think can beat the other.
Yeah. Now let's segue to what the odds. Who we think is
Oh,
going to win.
okay.
Who do we think is going to be in the finals?
Before we went live, I asked John this question, and we had a really good conversation. I said, if you had to pick Canada, okay, what are the odds that Canada or the U.S. wins the tournament versus the field? I'll let you say what your answer was because
I
I
said it's
disagreed.
at least 90%. I'll
And I
give
see it.
5% to Sweden, 5% to Finland, and 0% to the rest of the field.
I see it as more like a 55 to 60% chance that the U.S. or Canada wins, and 40% the field, because
To
it's just when it's happened in the past, nobody saw it coming.
yeah. Oh, I'm probably
What
going
was
to like
the Latvian shot from center ice that bounced
that
off
hit
of
the
Tommy Salo's
Sally
head?
Salo in the head and then went in the net.
Yeah, like you
Yeah, but
just need some fluke play like that, and Canada's out.
no, it won't. The games won't even be that close. For Team Canada US, the games are not going to be that close.
I'm taking the field, Jeff. You can have
Each,
Canada, U.S. I'm taking the field.
okay, I'm telling you, I don't see it unless they play each other. Canada US lose a game in the round robin, and I don't see them winning by like. I think they're going to win all their games by at least 2 goals.
Well, what are the? Does this have the pools?
You should have it for teams. If you go to teams
Yeah,
or more,
yeah. I'm gonna Olympic hockey
divisions, schedule.
pools. Okay, this might have it here. There we go.
Yes.
What are
So
the odds that Canada loses to Switzerland? They're not going to lose to France.
no.
That'll be your 11-0 game or whatever.
Yes.
Switzerland, like 10% chance they lose to Switzerland. It's not it's a non-zero number, but it's not a high number.
Okay, 1%.
Okay.
I'll give him 1%.
I say Czechia has like a 30 to 40% chance to win that game.
Not even. This is not the World Juniors. We talked about it. Czechia has 6 players, 6 defensemen. They're not good enough to make it to the NHL. 6 defensemen.
And 3 goalies that can steal a
the other
game.
the other 2 defensemen are Radko Gudas and who's the other guy? My God, I just had his name in my head. Can you go back to the rosters?
Yeah.
You have it right there. No, not
Roman
Switzerland.
Josi. Czechia.
Right there. Philip Hronek. Philip Hronek.
Spacek is in the AHL. He's played a handful of games in the NHL.
So
Radim Simek has played in the NHL.
But not
Yuri
now because he's not good enough.
Yuri Tiachek is an amazing player, but he's like 5'8".
Okay, so those 8 guys would not make Team Canada or not even get an invite to the training camp for Team Canada.
But the
There's at
difference
least 16
between
defensemen that are better than every single one of those defensemen on Team Canada, Team US.
no doubt, no doubt. There's probably 50 NHL or 50 to 100 defensemen that are better than their fifth defenseman.
So and let's look at the forward.
David
Pastrnak,
Pastrnak.
yes, awesome. Cervenka, not good enough.
Kubalik.
Kubalik is not good enough to make the NHL. Flesh, Sedlak.
I'm just saying.
Kase,
Hurdle, Zaka.
Tomaszek,
How much
and
ice time do you
Strans-
think those guys are going to get?
like
Pasternak's going to
Wilson.
play 28 minutes.
Did you say Tom Wilson? Did you say Simic is 5'8"?
No, I said Yuri Tiachek is 5 foot.
Okay,
He's very small. I don't remember. I remember his draft year doing a lot of. He was 2020 draft year when I did a
So-
lot of video work.
he will shrink to 5'2" when he lines up against Tom Wilson.
Okay, but when he's like Lane Hudson. When he has the puck on his stick, he's going to be great. But
Yes,
I'm
yes,
not
he's gonna be
arguing
great.
with you that they're better players, yeah. But we see it all the time with
Yes.
international hockey. We've seen it.
Not this time.
Okay, and I'm
Not,
saying
I can't see it. Not
I-
this time. Like if that
I
happens,
watched.
I
watched
don't know anything
Switzerland
about hockey.
shut out Canada in like 2010 or something, where everyone was like, "What the hell? We just lost to Switzerland," and it was like 1-0 or 2-0 because Martin Gerber stood on his head and
Yes, I
stole a
remember
game.
that. I remember that game.
But that's the thing, is that like Vladar stands on his head and steals a game.
I just
It's-
don't. I can't
It
see it.
happens.
I know it has happened in the past, but not often enough for me to believe that it's going to happen. Not this time.
Okay.
So can we go back to the divisions?
Yes. Yes.
Right there
we
at
can.
the end. Okay. So the most competitive division is the B division. Finland,
Oh,
Sweden,
yeah.
Slovakia, and then Italy.
Sorry, Italy, but you're gonna get your ass handed to you.
Yes. And then the C division, United States, Germany, Latvia, and Denmark. Okay. The United States, if they don't win every game by at least 4 goals, it's going to be a disappointment. My opinion. Then let's go. There's Group D, E, and
Let's-
F also.
There's no Group D, E, and F.
Are those guys qualified? Yes, those are the qualifying groups.
Okay.
So that's it.
Here's my 10-cent psychology on
Okay.
this tournament. Finland, Sweden, and Slovakia are going to be in 3 battles. Well, 2 battles. Each team will play 2 huge battles. Like Sweden and Finland playing, that's going to be a huge game.
Yeah.
Sweden and Slovakia playing, that's going to be a huge game. And Slovakia, Finland.
Yeah.
Those 3 teams are going to come out of that division at a level higher, at a competitive level higher than everybody else.
Yep.
The US and Canada, I think Canada has a tougher division than the US.
I agree.
But Canada's going to have one big game against Czechia, and
Yes.
the US is going to have nothing burger games. If Canada or if the US loses to Germany, which is I think their most likely opponent to lose to, they don't deserve to win the gold medal anyway.
No. If Canada, US lose a game in the round robin in this group, they don't deserve it. Like they should be kicked out of the tournament.
And you'll come on this show and say that I was right.
Yes, I will. I will come on this show and say you were right.
I'm gonna
I
have a
will
shirt.
also say I don't know anything about hockey.
Oh, that okay. Of the, you are the hockey brains of this, no doubt. I just look at it and go, you know what? Whenever
Yes.
we've had this level of we're gonna win attitude,
But it's
Hasek shuts us down in a
but
shootout
we
where they bench Wayne Gretzky.
yes, but we have McKinnon, McDavid, Crosby, McCarr, like just keep putting those four guys out. We'll play 4-on-5 and we'll still win 10-0 against everybody that we're playing against.
Well,
Except for
in our division,
yeah.
sure. I still think Chechi is better than you're giving them credit for. But okay, I don't. I just think that Finland. So we come through the round robin in first place, and 8 teams make it. Right? Is that right? I think it's 8 teams make it to the next round,
Yeah, it's
and they
yeah,
set up a
quarterfinal,
pool.
yes. Because there's quarterfinals, semifinals, so there's gonna be 8 teams, yes.
So we're gonna play. We're in either first or second because us and the U.S. have the best records.
Yes.
So we're the 2 best teams.
Yes.
So we're going to play the 2 weakest teams, which will be Latvia. No, they won't make it.
So
3,
I
6,
think it's gonna be
Germany and Slovakia.
and then Canada, Germany. Yeah. So
So we play either Slovakia or Germany. Okay, we should win. The U.S. plays the other one. Okay, so they should win. Finland plays Switzerland.
I don't think Slovakia is gonna make it. You're not
Well,
gonna get 3 teams from the B division.
you're going to have 8 teams, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you're gonna have Czechia and Slovakia. Okay, yes.
So
Sorry.
I'm basically saying Latvia is the team that doesn't make it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say that Germany and Switzerland are the 2 weakest team that make it.
Well, I was saying Slovakia, but sure, if you want to say Switzerland,
Yeah.
sure.
No, I think you know what? I think Germany is gonna have a better record because they're gonna beat Latvia and Denmark.
Okay, so they
So it's gonna
finish
be Switzerland,
5th.
Slovakia with the worst record.
Okay, so Canada
Canada,
will play Slovakia. The
Slovakia.
U.S. plays Switzerland.
Yeah.
Finland will play Germany.
Czechia and Sweden, Germany.
Sure.
Or you know what I mean?
Next
or
round,
Sweden,
next round, Canada's playing either Finland or Sweden, and U.S. is playing the other
the
one.
other one. And I'm
You don't think?
I'm like the only team because and remember Finland has lost Barkov, which is their best center, their best forward.
One game.
I know. You keep saying
One
it.
game.
One game.
Like,
So
can
we'll see.
Canada win one game? Can Canada lose one game against Sweden or Finland? Yeah. Can they win it? More likely than not.
Hmm.
But both of them winning? Probably.
I know.
Probably. And when Canada or the US wins the gold, I'll come on this show and say that you're the genius and I don't know shit about hockey.
No. It's like I'm picking like this is the easiest side of the argument to take.
I know.
It's
And I'm still
like,
willing to stand and say, I'm willing to take the field because it's not as, I think it's a lot tighter than
I'm saying it's the
people think.
easiest argument to make is that Canada, US are going to dominate.
If this was women's hockey, I'd agree. But men's hockey, I think it's a lot closer than you think. So. And we'll close this argument with, I never mentioned the fact that Chychrun didn't make that team. And I think that
But
is a
you
big
just
injustice.
It just did.
I know. He should have made the team, I think.
Yes.
Guys going to score 20 plus goals this year on D. Whatever. I love Chychrun. Everybody knows that. That's not news. Okay. we lost him. So what John did want to talk about while he's fixing his camera is, oh, there he is. He's back. What John did want to talk about was DCHL shit. So
Yes. Well,
uh,
I just noticed, I just took a peek at the score for the Boston Tampa Bay game. And Darren Radish has a goal and an assist in his game. The guy has 49 points,
16 goals, right?
16 goals, 33 assists. That's the biggest snub for Team Canada.
Chikrin's got more than him. What are you talking about?
What, 49 points?
Does Chikrin not have more than 49 points? I
No,
feel
he
like he
doesn't.
does. He's
don't
got
think so.
20 goals or 18
Yeah,
goals
but
or
he
something.
doesn't have 33 assists.
Well,
So
I mean,
talk about a DCHL steal and NHL steal.
DCHL,
$975 salary.
I think it was 6th round draft pick, my friends. And I had to hold him on my roster for like 6 years, where it was like, I ain't letting this guy go because I know it. I believe.
You believe.
I believed. I said all along, I thought that I watched him play.
So
And
how
it's
many
like
picks did you have in the 6th round that year?
Not 15. I only, you know what? I don't remember how many I had. Let me look. I think I only had the one. I think I only had the one.
He takes out the binder. It's not
I
even
take-
digitized yet. It's in the binder.
Damn right. Damn right. I still have my fantasy football binder. I'm sure Ian will remember the fantasy football binder.
Oh, we all had a binder back then. I used to have a binder too.
It was the plugging in all the laptops that the city of Kempville's hydro went.
For one day in September.
Yes. Okay, Darren Radish, what year were you drafted? I think you were 2017. I think it was 2017. Oh,
So-
7th round, 201st overall. 7th round, baby.
Darren Radish.
And had to
Deal.
keep him. The hard part was keeping it when you have to make those cuts. Every year having to drop players and go, I'm keeping Radish.
Hey,
Keeping Radish.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I had to make that decision. And guess who I cut? Gustav Forsling. Cut him.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst.
Just
I
cut
did
him.
this. I did Seattle's RFAs today. They re-signed Yuri Patera, who in his one DCHL game shut out the Buffalo Sabres 1-0. He's the all-time DCHL goals against average leader and save percentage leader. Look it
Well,
up,
you
people.
got to sign him then.
I had him on my roster, but like I have to release somebody, and if he makes the NHL, it'll be in years. And
So, how many people have called you about Darren Radish?
none.
None. Oh.
None.
keep
And
getting
what's
called-
funny is I have Sam Malinsky as well, who I think he was a 6th round draft pick, who are basically the same guy. They're going to be like third pairing, offense leaning defensemen. And I don't know that I'll keep them both. But I mean, I'm not giving them away for a 3rd round pick. Like
Yeah.
both defensemen are under $1 million. Like what's that worth? An everyday NHL defenseman for under $1 million.
So,
Ooh, yeah,
but
baby.
I have Shane Pinto. I've had 3 or 4 inquiries in the last, 2 in the last 24 hours, and from 2 different teams.
It doesn't count if it's Seattle.
Okay, then 1. Because there's a weekly inquiry about Shane Pinto coming from Seattle.
Oh, I missed my Uri Slavkovsky calls.
You're gonna get one in 3, 2, 1. Because he's listening.
No,
Ding!
I was expecting one last night when he scored a goal. Like it was for a while. It was anytime he scored a goal, ding. Oh, what do you want for Uri Slavkovsky? Or here's three useless pieces of shit for Uri
Here's-
Slavkovsky.
Here's 15 5th-round pick. I'll give you. You give me for Uri Slavkovsky.
You know what? Let's
Sounds
talk
like good.
about that. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that because that I don't. That's just what the hell, dude. Matt Waters' website almost broke with the 5th round. I will call it up here. I just got it on the screen. There we go. Like, why? Why?
Why? Okay. Did you notice something? I just noticed. Look at all the picks. He doesn't even have his own 5th-round pick.
I think I had it. Did I have it? I might have had it. Do I have it now? I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't even really need to look. Like, who cares? Nope, I don't have it.
Sorry, we've been shortchanging him. It is 16 5th-round picks.
16 5th round picks.
16. Not
Why?
15.
Why? Just someone tell me why.
Explain to me why.
If you draft really well in the late round, John, and as someone who has tracked this data, as someone who's looked at it and has drafted well, I have drafted well in the late rounds.
As you
I will
just
say.
demonstrated with Darren Radish and
Sam
Sam
Belinsky,
Malinsky.
Kevin LeBanc, like there's been a number of them.
Yep.
You only have like an 18 to 20% chance of hitting.
Oh, no, not even that high. Steve,
No,
it's
if you
even
do well.
lower.
The people that have done well,
Yes, you're right.
have done well, Ian, myself, Jake Firestone, all Josh has a lot of picks, but I don't think he has a high percent. I can look all this stuff up, but I'm not going to right now.
Yep.
The people that have done well are in the 15 to 20% range. That okay, but that's assuming there's maybe every draft, there's maybe 10 guys
Yeah.
in the late rounds that eventually become somebody.
So
They ain't all going in the 5th round.
well,
Like
it's gonna be entertaining.
I don't like if he scouts that much and has, like my list last year had a total of 40 guys, something like that, but only 20 something were guys that I even considered drafting.
Yeah.
Like I had some real bottom barrel guys, like a Canadian guy that was playing professional hockey in France, who was talking to NHL teams.
And he's probably going to be on France's Olympic team.
He could
because unless he's played for Canada at the Olympics, he could play for France.
I don't understand the logic of getting 16 of them.
Yeah.
Like the Uzi method. If you do the scouting as well as you're planning on doing, you don't need 15 picks. You need 3 in the 5th round.
Yep.
And really, most of the guys you can still get those guys in the 7th round. Like,
yeah.
What is this? 20 total picks? 20 total picks from rounds 5 to 7. You're just going to have to release guys. And then you're releasing Gustav Forsling, my friend.
Yes.
And
unfortunately.
You're better to I play competitive chess.
I didn't know that.
and someone I have a trophy on my shelf if you want to see it.
Nice.
But someone once said to me, a coach once said to me, it's better to look wide than it is to look deep.
Okay.
And what
does
that means
mean?
is, well, people will ask a chess player, how many moves can you see ahead? And it's, well, it really depends on the position, but you're better to look at one move ahead, but all the different variations of one move ahead,
Okay.
than you are to look 10 moves ahead, but only look at one variation 10 moves ahead.
Yeah, because if if that move doesn't happen, or
Yeah.
all those moves don't happen in a row, then
There's,
you're
you wasted a whole lot of
thinking and energy.
time. And yeah. And I just see this as, I'm going to pick 16 guys and hope that one of them's right. Okay, you gave up a lot of assets to get this 16 picks, but when you could just do a better job of looking at all the different players that you're going to want to take,
Yep.
and spend time looking at, do I want player A, player B, or player C? How do I rank these three guys? And you pick three picks, and you're probably still going to get the three players. And that's from a guy who picks in the late rounds every year.
So I'm sorry, right now, this is a look at me move. Nothing
It
else.
is. It is 100%. It's,
I
hey,
want
look
you
at
guys
me.
to talk about me. I want you guys to look at me because it makes zero sense in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter what you say
And it won't help your team.
in any way, shape, or form. It's
Well,
not
I mean,
16 first round picks. It's 16 fifth round picks. You can even sell me on 16 second round picks.
Well, look at this. I was looking today. Look at this. 6 first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do a better job with 6 first round picks than
Yeah.
16 fifth round picks.
So let's move on from the look at me moves.
Any trades? I haven't looked in the last couple of days. Oh, he traded Brock Nelson for Arturi Lehkonen.
So he saved up 1.5 million and he got a second round pick in 2027.
It's a Josh trade.
Stats wise, they're about the same, but Nelson is a center and Lehkonen is a he's a second line center. Lehkonen is a top 6 forward. Well, not a first line. Neither one are first line players. So both of them are middle 6 forwards. And he got a second round pick and 3.5 million. But if you look at the stats that Nelson has had this year and Lehkonen has had this year, they're very similar.
Oh yeah.
So very couple points difference. So
okay.
And Anaheim made quite a few moves. And
Lawson Krause and Ross Colton.
Yeah. My question here, Kiefer Sherwood for Julius Sump. I already butchered that name.
I'm assuming that the Islanders are just looking for players that they can squeeze into their lineup.
And yes.
Like what? He's rated 81.
But he's going to get a much better rating next year. Oh, he's a UFA. Okay. He's a UFA. I thought that he was an RFA.
So what's he on the 4th line for the Isles?
Probably.
That's funny because what did they end up trading Sherwood in Vancouver?
Yeah, to San Jose.
For what did they get? I'll bet it was more
than 2
than
seconds and a prospect. It's just a contract that they sent back. They needed, their 50 contract numbers.
Yeah.
So they had to keep they just sent the contract back. So it's 2 second round picks. So I think he could have done better, but
I think so, for sure. But Flax gets these deals done.
yeah. So I asked Flax, what did Dan do to have to pay the Flax tax? So we'll see.
Braden Bowman and Bryce Pickford for Caden Gooley.
Trying to make it. Is Gooley still have a contract with
I believe I did their RFAs today, and I believe he was one of the ones I did.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know. I'll look. I shall look.
So my question is, is Pickford going to be as productive in the NHL as he's been in the WHL?
He's not going to be as productive in the NHL as he
Okay,
is in
so
the
is he going to be
WHL.
at least be an offensive defenseman? Is he going to be a number 2 power play guy? Because he's not going to be
Okay.
number 1 power play guy.
He's an overage defenseman in the WHL, and he's on like the best team or one of the best teams in the WHL.
Yes.
In a league right now that I would say isn't as high end strong as it's been in the past. Like he's a good, like I think he's just taking advantage of what's being given to him.
Yeah.
And I like Bryce Pickford. I liked him in the draft last year.
He's
You go
probably
back
playing
and
30
watch our
minutes a game
shows.
right now.
Yeah. You go watch our shows last year. I liked Bryce Pickford. He was on my draft board.
He's probably playing 30 minutes a game. But he was drafted by Montreal. There's no way that he's going to be playing ahead of Lane Hudson on a power play. And he's going to play ahead of Noah Dobson. So
just go down the list of Montreal Canadian young defensemen. If he makes the team, it's like third pair, maybe fourth defenseman, but I just don't even see that. And I like Bryce Pickford.
But I don't see him as making the NHL. I think he's going to be a lifelong AHL defenseman that might play 1 or 2 years in the NHL.
Well, it won't be in Montreal. If he's an everyday NHLer, it'll be he's claimed off waivers 5 years from now. He'll be claimed off waivers by, pick a franchise, and they stick him on their third pair. He's his third pair or seventh defenseman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what his career will be.
Yeah.
Nick Blankenburg.
Yeah.
He's an everyday NHLer. And we discussed Nick Blankenburg ad nauseum.
But that's 2 trades that I don't like that Dan and Anaheim did.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, Zach, you did well on that trade because I did ask him about Pickford, but there's no way I was giving up like a Caden Gooley level player. Forget that. Jackson Parsons for $1 million. Oh Lord, whatever.
Did we look at that one?
The Colby Barlow, Nate Danielson. I don't understand why he made this trade.
Oh.
And $10 million. Oh, that's why Zach made the trade. He needed cash.
Yes.
Look at all he makes more than half the trades in the league.
Oh, yes. So got 2 second round picks. Colby Barlow. I just want to see.
He gave up
I
Nate
remember
Danielson.
There was so many people that were sold on that guy. I don't know if because he looked like he was 30 years old when he was 17, but
Who, Barlow?
yeah, I always thought that he was overrated. He was overrated in junior, overrated at the World Juniors, and overrated when he was
What year
uh,
was he? Was he
going through the draft.
2021?
2023, drafted 18th. I think he got drafted
2023.
9th in the DCHL.
Wow. And he's been a moose. Let's look at
Yeah.
where he went in the DCHL. Let's look at that, shall we? 2023, you say?
Mm-hmm. Went 10th to
To
Montreal.
Montreal.
And I remember Justin had the 11 pick and he was pissed because he wanted him. And I told him,
He
you
got
got
Dvorsky.
lucky because Dalibor Dvorsky is going to be 10 times a player than Colby Barlow will be.
And you're right.
So,
Wow. Well, I mean, Nate Danielson, is this the year Danielson was drafted?
uh, look, go down. It should, no, I think Danielson is a year older, but go
2022?
down. He might have gone. Yeah, I think he's 2022. No, because he went to
2021.
Detroit.
2021.
He
I
went to
remember now.
Detroit,
Yeah, I remember now.
but he
Nope.
didn't.
Gage drafted him. I remember Gage drafted him.
It might have been 2023, Steve.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think he went after Casper, Marco Casper.
Oh, there
But
he
he
is.
didn't
You're
go
right.
down. He went later. Yeah.
14th overall, and it was Dallas that drafted him, not Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's because he was a Red Wings fan. I know Gage would have traded for him then.
So,
Well,
you want to look at the standings quickly?
as long as I don't have to look at the injury report. Okay. There we go. What do you want?
Look at
Yeah, let me move this
by
up.
division or by conference or wild
We'll
card?
go wild card by conference. Sens are hanging on.
Yeah, but
Look at
3-6-1.
yeah, but I was down my two top centers, Kadri and Granlund, and now I'm down Ekblad. I get
Ooh.
Granlund back, and then Ekblad gets injured. Like it's just been insane injury bug hitting my team.
Islanders are dominant.
Oh yeah,
But look at his record: 5-1-4 in the last 10. Four overtime wins, or
I think
no,
he
four overtime
lost to
losses.
I think he lost to LA in one of those games.
So
Yeah. Red Wings are in the hunt. Tampa Bay's in the hunt. The Rangers are still hanging on.
Columbus still hanging on.
Yeah, all the moves
They're
Columbus
just 3
made.
points behind the Leafs.
Yeah. And you've got your work cut out for you if you're going to be picking first overall.
Well, it looks like I'm not going to be picking first overall. I'm not like 6-3-1.
6-3-1 in the last 10. It was one of those wins against me. I feel like one of those wins was against
Oh,
me. You're
I
2-0
beat
against me.
I beat Winnipeg. I beat Carolina. I beat wow. I just don't understand.
And when your team is stacked, you'll go a run of 0-6-4.
Yes.
and you'll be like, "What did I do?
How?
I don't know. I don't know."
Like, I don't even have like NHL goaltending, quality goaltending. I beat Utah. I lost 1-0 to Minnesota. Beat Winnipeg twice. Twice.
You beat Ottawa
Beat San
twice.
Jose, Washington, Carolina, like Ottawa, Montreal. Unbelievable.
I think the real race is in the West,
Yes.
where Winnipeg has battled its way back, and they are in it with Seattle. This could be interesting going down the stretch after the Olympic break.
I'm surprised Utah's not doing any better. I saw them being like much
I think
better
we
than
both
that.
had them as the best team in the. No, you had Vancouver as the top team in the
Yes.
West. I had them as the top team in the West.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows? And still, the season's got plenty to be played out.
35 to
Excuse me.
40 games left. Not 40, but
37.
mhm.
So, and Colorado, who beat me the other day. Well, it seems like everybody's beating me the other day. Is not too far out either, really.
So talk about the Olympic break and and then coming back and then the trade deadline. Will the DCHL have a trade deadline during the Olympics? It's a good question, eh? There's a lot of brain inside that ball head.
See,
of mine.
I would like, just because I like the rules when possible to be the same, I'd like them to have a trade freeze during the Olympic break. But the reason the NHL does it is they don't want some guy who's at the Olympics getting traded.
Yes.
So like,
I don't
there's no
think it makes a
need to have
difference.
it.
So I just think it's an opportunity for guys kind of 2 weeks to look at trades. If you ask me my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Sean, what's your opinion?
I think that there should be no trade deadline during the Olympics in the DCHL. I think it
Okay.
should be trade deadline when the trade deadline is, the real one in the NHL.
Of all the hills to die on, to me, this isn't one of them. This is, I'd prefer it to be done just because that's what the rule is in the NHL. But I mean,
But
I don't care.
we all want people to be more active. This is an opportunity during like when nothing is happening to potentially get trades happening. Like just imagine in that 2 weeks, like Zach could make at least 22 trades.
Probably more because he's got nothing else to do. And like I would argue that just
He could
making trades
acquire
is not
6
necessarily
to
good
10
activity.
more 5th-round picks.
He can come for mine. He could have had
He already
mine
has
for
one.
Bryce Pickford.
He already
Which-
traded Pickford.
Yeah, I know. And I said he got more than I was willing to give for Bryce Pickford. I like Bryce Pickford. Apparently not as much as Anaheim, but whatever. I mean, I would argue with you when you say that increases activity. I don't see trades as being a necessary thing to show activity in the league.
No, but it just like it gets guys to be more interested in looking at different things. So
I guess
me-
I don't need to make like a lot of trades. I like to make a few trades.
yes. But it's the trade deadline is coming up.
And I might not make one. Like I really don't like. I've looked around at some ideas,
Mm-hmm.
but there's nothing really where I'm like, ooh, I got to go out and get that player. Like there's players I'd like. Sure, I'd love to have Sidney Crosby in my lineup, but I ain't gonna give up what whoever needs Sidney Crosby. So
Yeah.
there was a trade I was looking at.
Islanders,
Maybe I would send you an offer for a player. I
Like
can't remember
Ken
even who it
Pinto?
was. Oh,
Ken
you know
Pinto?
what? Let's negotiate live here.
Okay. For who?
Logan Hensler, not Logan Hensler. The other defenseman you just traded for from the last year's draft. Seattle draft pick.
Okay, wait a minute.
Who gets there first?
Blake Fiddler?
Blake Fiddler.
Okay. I'm listening.
I'm thinking, and I don't know that you would be interested in this because
Mhm.
I don't know that you are interested in this player to begin with. But he is a highly touted player who's had seems to have hit a wall, and that's Fabian Lysell. But he's still playing really well in the AHL. He's still got I think all that guy needs is to be traded or claimed off waivers or whatever, and he's a really good NHL player. The only
Fabian
reason I would
Lysell
consider
or Blake
the only
Fiddler?
reason I would consider is I need defensemen more than I need wingers right now. And I feel like you've got lots of defensemen
And I've got lots of defensemen that are big,
and better than
like Blake Fiddler.
yep. And it's a first
In-
round pick.
You know,
Lysell.
it's funny because I was gonna ask you if Lysell would be available.
He is available. I'm not itching to trade him and I'm not hating on him. Like I'm perfectly happy to keep him in my lineup.
Yeah.
And this is more of a positional awareness. I don't want to say need because like I still have some decent young defensemen prospects, but I did like Blake Fiddler in the. I feel like you know all this already since we talked draft so much. I thought Blake Fiddler was a first round NHL defenseman, and he went in the second round. He's got an easier opportunity to get to the NHL playing in Seattle because there's not a lot of good young defensemen. He's probably their best defenseman prospect.
Was Fiddler a Seattle draft pick?
I thought he was Seattle. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was Seattle.
Just now that you've mentioned
I'm
Seattle,
looking it up.
That's why I don't think he was.
Come on, baby. Pop up here. Seattle Kraken, 36th overall.
Okay.
So it's just something to think about it, and maybe we can
Let me think.
that deal. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not in a rush.
I don't hate the idea because I was gonna ask you about Lysell.
Look into him because, and everything I'm reading, it's like they just fucking hate him in Boston for some reason. So, and I don't understand. Just trade him. Like Vancouver was trying to get him a few years ago, and they wouldn't trade him to Vancouver because he played for the Vancouver Giants.
I know. So I'm interested.
Okay.
Let me think.
And like I said, it's more. I'm not even necessarily running him out the door. Like I just look at Blake Fiddler and go, "There's a guy I like on a team that has a lot of defensemen. Your team. He's right shot too, right, Blake Fiddler?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is. So okay, let me think about it.
Okay, there. You just listened to the war rooms of the Florida Panthers and Ottawa Senators.
How things are done in the background.
There you go. Okay, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we've covered quite a bit today. rambled on. So
Talk trade.
talk trade, talk Olympics, talk fifth round
Okay.
picks.
Well, let's leave it at one last thing, and we'll just leave it with your gold medal prediction or your gold, silver, bronze predictions, and I'll give mine, or I can go first. I don't care.
Okay. I know I'm gonna sound like a homer, but I'm gonna go Canada, US. And I'm gonna say Finland because Finland always does well at the Olympics. They always show up. They always find a way. Canada, US, Sweden.
I wrote that down before you actually said your pick. Oh yeah,
So.
Canada wins, US silver, and Sweden bronze.
And we are homers, our US friends.
I'll be watching the game, like for sure. I'll be watching it.
So my wife and I went shopping today, and just a minute.
Oh, here we go. If he walks in with some sex toy right now,
And
we're gonna get demonetized.
This is what I was wearing when I was shopping. So
Oh wow.
walking around.
That is a really nice shirt.
Yep. So if there's nothing else,
Yeah, let's call it here and
call it. Have a good
well,
evening, everybody, and enjoy the Olympics.
And take care. Oh, I almost